speed can be the difference maker. Having that kind of speed on the base paths is a huge headache for opposing pitchers.
Into the windup and the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that base hit is going to get his hit streak to 6 games now, so he's swinging it.
Joey Votto will dig in now, knowing he'll need to turn it on here down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that batting title. And this is into the gap for Votto. Looks like extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, we've seen a couple really good swings here early on. And that's a good one there, as this ball is going to plug the gap for 2 bases and give his guys the early 1-0 lead.
Devin Mesoraco comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. And he'll try to entice him with the changeup here, but it dips below the knees. It's 2-2. Fly ball to straightaway left. Peguero moves over. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Luis Valbuena will stand in, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball the past few days as you see his numbers from the last 5 ball games. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Curveball, but he can't get him to chase it 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. That one bends around the zone, and it's 2-2.
Yeah, that's a good pitch there. That thing tried to come back, but didn't quite get there.
And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. Reds pick up a run on the RBI double by John Lamb will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, he has just not been effective at all on the road. Not really sure what the reason has been, but he's really got to change that trend here in this one.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Hamilton has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Batting second,
Enos Fuentes will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far. Squared that one up just a little late. Slapped hard the opposite way. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Hanley Ramirez will get his first shot now, and he's seen that average climb a bit here recently thanks to what he's done over the course of these last 5 ball games. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
So striding in, number 0, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set. Here it comes. Now the double steal is on here. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is going to get down for extra bases as that'll get 1, if not both of them, home. The tying run is in to score from second. In to score is the runner from first. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
batting fifth, Left fielder.
Carlos Peguero is into the box, looking to keep this first inning rally rolling.
Well, Matt, nothing better than adding on after a huge hit.
First delivery to him on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And, Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they've been fairly punchless of late, losing last time out and, in fact, dropping 6 of their last 7.
Yeah, both of these teams come into the series riding losing streaks. So the good news, someone's going to get back in the win column here. Other than that, not a whole lot of good to report for either side.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the defense for the Cincinnati Reds. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, we get to watch one of the best fielding teams in the league. They can go out and get the ball as...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Marwin Gonzalez will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
And, you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Batting 7.
Scott Schebler will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. Snap throw from the catcher. Nobody out, runner on first. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Sent toward first, and they'll put the tag on him heading back to first. It's a double play.
Batting 8. Right fielder.
Jerry Mendez into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Fuentes gonna have to hurry. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. None left for Cincinnati. They still trail it here 2-1. Greg Cornell will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
Hit sharply toward the right side, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Stepping in now, Terry Lyons. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
I think he needs to cut down on his swing a bit, get a little more compact, because he ain't going to be touching those fastballs.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Liner toward right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Carlos Martinez comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
Around third and being waved on home. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. It's now 3-1, and he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double.
Number 19,
Charlie Blackmon will try it again. He flied out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
Throw to the plate. The tag from Mesoraco, and they got him at the plate. Enos Fuentes strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Runner goes for second. Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. And this hops over the wall out there for a ground rule double. And maybe a tough break as that'll freeze the runner at third with 2 gone. Hanley Ramirez comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. And they roll the dice with the squeeze, and he gets it down. Throw to first in time, and you got to question that decision as this side is retired. Some of our nation's young. John Lamb set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, you know it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Smoked on the ground left side. To his right, Cornell.
Oh, and I got to say right here that I love the hustle. You know, more often than not, pitchers are going to run down the line with about a 40% effort. But he was giving it his all right there, and it paid off for him in the form of an infield single. Great play.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman
Jose Peraza strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. First offering on its way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0. And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Joey Votto is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
That one's more like it, he says. Back to 2-1 now.
And at the plate, if you've got an
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. And not in time as the second run scores.
He's in there.
Devin Mesoraco digs in now with 2 already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away.
Well, runs often come in bunches, Matty, and we're going to have to see if that's the case right here. They've got a chance at a big inning.
Here's the first pitch to him. Good setup, and the circle change hits the spot. 0-1. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with 1 away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 4-3 game, and he is in there.
He's got to be mad at himself out there on the mound. He had him down 0-2, and then he makes a mistake by grooving one, and this gets turned around into a run-scoring double.
Luis Valbuena will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
Horner is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
Shortstop.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marwin Gonzalez, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. And that's in there. Base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
Boy, it's only the 3rd inning here, and he's already given up more hits so far than he did in his entire start last time out. He hasn't been able to reproduce what he had going on last time, at least not to this point.
Scott Schebler will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Ball inside.
That hole getting a little deeper now. It's 2-0.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
Throw on to first, and they're able to escape the monster inning as the side is retired. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Reds are on Trent Cervone as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Trent Cervone.
Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third.
You want to talk about throwing a pitcher out of his rhythm? This is the first pitch of the inning, and no one's going to run this thing down. So when the dust settles, this turns into a leadoff triple.
So stepping in, Carlos Peguero, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Sent out to straightaway center field. Hamilton is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. A tag, and he's out at the plate, a double play.
Now batting.
Jeffrey Horner will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
Horner.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. They still trail it here 4-3. Jerry Mendez is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Right fielder, Jerry Mendez.
High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now. Seems like there have been quite a few of these easy takes here in these first few innings.
Actually, a lot of easy takes. He's making it much too simple for these guys to get into good hitters counts.
Ripped on the ground to first. Ramirez scoops it up, and he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
The pitcher, number 47, John Lamb.
John Lamb stands in. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Gotta say, they've done a pretty nice job laying off that tough changeup.
And I think you have to give some credit to that hitting coach. He's tried to tell him that pitch is not going to be a strike. You got to wait and make him bring something up in the zone.
And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Boy, you have got to make this guy swing the bat here on this next pitch. This is not the guy you want to lose.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow.
The batter, number 6.
Billy Hamilton will stand in. He struck out and popped out in 2 trips.
Well, not a great start at the plate. We'll see if he can get something to drive right here.
And he takes ball 1. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Corner is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting,
Jose Peraza digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground to short. And he'll just step on second for the force, and that'll do it for this half inning. Reds leave 1, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Leading off the inning, Greg Cornell, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Takes this the other way to right. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Oh, this is just a very tough play here in the outfield. A lot of times you're going to see the ground jar the ball loose, but he looks this one in all the way, lays out, and winds up hanging on to the ball.
Into the box now, Terry Lyons. High and deep to right center field. Hamilton going back, still ranging back. Gone! Solo shot to right center, as that'll pull him even at 4 apiece.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so
standing in now, Carlos Martinez. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Hamilton will range to his left and put it away. 2 down. Charlie Blackmon stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Well, this is pretty strange, guys. He's thrown a first pitch strike to every batter he's faced, and yet he's obviously struggling quite a bit. He's throwing strikes, but they're just way too hittable.
Hamilton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. But the Cards are able to tie things up on this solo home run. We played 4, all even now at 4 apiece. Joey Votto heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, this start's been a real bear for him so far. You see the pitch count here to start the 5th. That has to be a concern.
Pulled toward right center field. After it is Blackmon, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Well, it's been a game of offense so far, so no surprise the leadoff man's on base again. So let's see what we've got in store for us this time around.
Settling in now, Devin Mesoraco. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the seats, 0-1. On his way to pitch number 75. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game, and boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Luis Valbuena will dig in again. He popped up in his first plate appearance and flew out last time around.
Well, he's putting the ball in play, but clearly getting under it too much right now. It'd be nice for him to stay through one right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there, 1-0.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
5th inning here of a tie ball game, 4-4. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Yeah, this is a matter of just overthrowing that curveball. This one's going to be about a 58-footer, and once it skips away, there's no shot to get him down at second base.
In the dirt here. Throw goes to third, and they will get him on the recovery down at third. So you can forget the wild pitch. It's a 2-5 putout, and now there are 2 gone. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. Oh, you had him fooled there. It's 3-2 now. And that misses for ball 4. Marwin Gonzalez will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. And a high strike there, 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Froze him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1 left for Cincinnati to the bottom of the 5th, halfway home, all even at 4. Enos Fuentes comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
Second baseman, Enos Fuentes.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. A windup and the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, heading for second now. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he'll scramble back to the bag and be there safely. So quickly into scoring position here following the opposite field double. And as you see there, he's currently pacing this Redbirds team in that category.
And guys, that's a bigger deal than people realize. Usually the guy with the most doubles is also leading in other categories like runs or RBIs. He's a big part of their offense.
Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 5-4 game.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hot shot towards the hole. And again, he's got himself a base hit. Make it 3 for 3. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, he's got his first single of the ball game here to go along with the double and a triple from earlier. So what do you think, guys? In his next at-bat, he absolutely comes out of his shoes trying to get the homer.
Eli Dionis is going to take over here in inning number 5 as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. In now, Carlos Peguero. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. 5 runs, 11 hits. 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Now both runners are breaking. He squares, and it's in the air.
And he's pretty much just overmatched at the plate here. I mean, they had so much success with the first 2 fastballs, no reason not to stay with it. That was easy as they come right there.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Sacrifice attempt here. And he's safe. Throw on to first, so the sacrifice is successful.
Now that's kind of surprising right there that they put the bunt on with 1 out already. If he's the pitcher, maybe I can see it, but if I'm managing this team, that guy swings away.
Greg Cornell stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. And now the runner breaks for the plate. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Oh, and you know, you just can't get over anxious up there with runners in scoring position. You got to make him come to you.
Looking to minimize the damage here. High in the air out towards shallow right. Mendez waits on it. And that ends the inning. Cards forced to settle for 1. 5 innings complete. The Cardinals lead it 5-4. Scott Schebler will stride in as he'll lead things off here in the Cincinnati 6th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Fans, a reminder that our series with these Cincinnati Reds continues here with another ball game tomorrow night. Good seats still remain, so be sure to stop by any ticket window here in the ballpark or check us out online at cardinals.com. And we'll see you here at Busch Stadium. Fans, it's now September, so you know what that means. Time to lock in your season tickets for next season. Whether you're a new customer or renewing for another year, the sooner you sign up, the better your seats will be. So don't delay. Visit any stadium ticket window for information.